start of the Atlantic hurricane season is 11 days away, but we're already seeing signs that the first tropical development could get going pretty soon. Now, we'll have details on this later in the video, but first let's get to what's going on right now in the short-range forecast for New England. First of all, there's a low pressure system over Missouri right now, which has been producing rain from Iowa to Illinois to Indiana, with severe weather across Mississippi into Arkansas, northern Louisiana, back into Texas. Very strong supercell near Dallas today. Really interesting stuff going on for a lot of folks. New England, however, has been beautiful. Now, all the weather we just talked about has been affecting a lot of people in a negative way. Today, New England has only been positive weather-wise. Temps well up there into the 70s, even some 80s. Friday won't be a whole lot different. Looks like more 70s, 60s in the North Country. Saturday, another beautiful day. Highs well up there into the 70s. I'll take you through Saturday evening on the precipitation plot. What you do notice is going on, though, is we do have a couple spotty rain, I would say, for lack of better words, moving through a lot of the Ohio Valley. And I think that's going to be moving towards New England. Sorry about the background noise. That is my dog. I'm sure she likes to mess up my videos. Now, later Saturday night into Sunday morning, we do have the potential for some thunderstorms to be rolling through. Extremely low chance that they'll be severe. Most of them should not hit New England, and Sunday maybe a pop-up thunderstorm, but really not a big deal weather-wise. Highs really nice out there. Another day in the 70s across the North Country, and then for a change, southern New England ends up in the 60s. All right, that's your forecast. It's Nick for the New England Weatherlife.ning.com, but the video isn't quite over yet. That was New England short-range forecast, which is usually all I deliver. Yet, this time around, we do have some tropics to be watching, so let's get a look at the tropics. Keep watching if you're interested in the tropics, but if you're only you care about New England and you don't care about the hurricane season, then stop watching. Alright, so what you're looking at right now is the current sea surface temperatures across the North Atlantic and the Southern Atlantic. What do you notice? Very warm from Spain to Africa to the Antilles, well above average in water temps here. And then from the Caribbean Sea back up into the Gulf of Mexico, near average, slightly above average. So really at this point, all you would be looking for is some tropical development, and then you wouldn't go bam, get a hurricane. It's not that simple. It's not ripe for development, but it is a pretty good situation, which is one of the reasons why this hurricane season is looking a little bit scary for the long-range forecast. But let's get one thing at a time. Are we actually going to see some tropical development here? We could around 7 days out. First, I'll take you out to Tuesday, which is the upcoming Tuesday, of course. What you notice is pretty quiet across New England. There is a lot of thunderstorms and rain and high humidity across the southeast U.S. Then a strong influx of moisture coming out of the Caribbean Sea starts developing a new low-pressure center right near where some other thunderstorms are forming. Am I saying it's going to be a hurricane? No. But look what ends up happening as we go through time. I'll take you out to around 6 days out, I believe this is. And it's starting to suck in some thunderstorms. Look, it's kind of interesting how you know exactly what's going on. Look how the southeast isn't getting the rain, and thunderstorms are starting to dry out by Wednesday. New England's still dry. Guess what? That system, that low pressure system, starting to suck in the thunderstorms like we commonly do see. That's happened. That always, not always, but yeah, pretty much always happens with tropical development. As you see, it basically just getting sucked in, starts sucking in moisture. Thunderstorms, you start seeing development, and you do start seeing development by the time you get to Wednesday with the storm, really looking not entirely a classic hurricane, but perhaps a tropical storm or something subtropical with stuff just rotating around this low pressure center. It is not an entirely strong low pressure center, but it is looking pretty significant. Look how close it gets to the Carolinas on the GFS model, which is what we've been looking at. Could it retrograde into the southeast around a week out or so? Let's take you out to 7 days. Bam, low pressure center looks more like a subtropical kind of a low pressure center than a tropical storm or a hurricane. But really, either way, it's a bad thing. It starts moving towards the southeast around 8 days out. I'll take you out to 8 days. Bam, it's over the southeast. Starts moving over the southeast around 8 days out. Not New England. New England looks quiet for the next week, but southeast. It could move into the southeast. Probably won't produce strong winds. Probably won't be directly associated with the storm across the southeast. We're not even sure it's going to happen, but it will probably produce a wetter atmosphere just after a week out. So that was the GFS model, which I think did a good job summing it up. It's pretty long range. However, I think, we've seen this kind of trend in the models for days, which is why I've mentioned it. I know I've kept you in this video for a while, but I really want to cover this because it is looking like it could develop into something. Let's take a look at our next model, which is the Canadian model, which is run out of Canada. Shocker. And the screen went just blank. Yay. Okay, but here we go. Look, it does develop a storm just off the southeast. It actually hits the Carolinas, not necessarily a landfall, but certainly some effects on the Carolinas, then does the retrograde into Georgia and Florida. It's kind of a different story from each model. Not all the models even have it. So it's just something to watch, and we'll certainly be tracking it over the next couple of days. It's all part of the ever-rotating cycle of weather, and I'll keep you updated on every rotation. See you guys later. It's Nick for the New England Weatherlife.ning.com.